Hey, my dear friends. Hello, this is Marthe with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Yay! And as well myself, of course. Sweethearts. It's so interesting because yesterday something happened to me. I really had the inkling for a couple of days that I should really do something different, switch something up. So this is a total experiment. As I was telling Aries yesterday, who I did first, I'm gonna keep the monthly readings just as they are. This is an experiment for the in-between time because I'm trying to double on the readings, but I'm not sure. Sorry, my nose is really itchy, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet. So I'm gonna need your feedback as well, and I really want to say thank you so much for being here, for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, visiting Vimeo and Patreon. I really appreciate your support. And yeah, let's hop in and see what wants to come out. Aries was really interesting. Whoa. Okay, this one, yes. This one, yes. Okay, that's interesting. And that one, yeah. Okay. So all three, that's interesting. Good. So, I haven't worked with these cards in a while, and it was really interesting how I progressed. Like when I first got them, and then because it's really a while ago, and now, as to now, how they really speak to me. Anyways, Taurus, let's hop in. It's a timeless reading. It's also a general reading, which means it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else, okay? You can reverse the placements. It's not gender specific, and again, it's not time specific at all. Yay! So this is just random whenever you feel drawn to this reading, no matter if it's your sign or not, by a title or just like a gut feeling. Watch it, there may be message in it for you. Cool. So you have the Queen of Arrows, which is the Queen of Swords in the traditional tarot, and it's got the swan on it. It's very cool because swans are animals that mate for life. Now, this is very specific, right? You may be looking for that very one specific life partner here, Taurus. But there's also the hurt, right? She's like, she just swam away from something that really hurt her, right? And the expression, the facial expression is rather one of, you best stay away from me. I only want that one and no one else, because the other ones don't even stand a chance. That's so interesting. The other ones don't even stand a chance. Now, this could be something that is happening unconsciously with you as well. Haven't been hurt so much in your life or with the last relationship or whenever, really, right? Hurt hard is hurt hard. It doesn't matter when it occurred, really. So that you actually, like, deep down, you are really yearning for that relationship, for that really deep connection, meaningful, where you two are just growing together and really growing old together here. But it could be masked by someone with a sword like that, right? Someone who's a bit standoffish, you, Taurus. Because that's what tends to happen to us, right? And we sometimes don't even notice, but others pick up on that and they stay away, or then strange people come into our life. Sorry. And we're like, what are they doing there? But they're just a reminder, right? The ones that are not getting it, like intuitively or via body language. That's why I say strange, because it's really strange to me when someone walks up like that. And when the body language is so clear, which it is very clear in this case too. But again, it's diversity, and it's just all there. It's just all present, right? But that's the type of vibe I'm getting here too. Yeah, but you're swimming in your pond. You're quite content. Otherwise, like, you're ruffling your feathers is what I'm getting. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but ruffling your feathers. And really being like, you made something of yourself. Absolutely. Like, you put effort and work into yourself. And now you're swimming on this beautiful pond here. Beautiful pond, right? And you're just like, you could not be bothered, really. Unless it's that one. Unless it's that one. Unless people come at you correct. That's interesting. Cool. Okay. Right. With the Page of Bows right here, we have the Stoat. The Stoat. I love that there are so many animals on this deck. It's so cool. The Stoat. Now the Stoat, that's a suitor. That's clearly a suitor, but it's definitely not a swan. It's a suitor that's in your environment here. And these two really don't go together. And it's so funny that I just told you that with it's so weird that sometimes people don't get it. That's the one that doesn't get it, right? It's not a swan, and they're just not aware of it. They're like, oh, you look good. It's like that. You look good, you look nice, your feathers look really awesome, not realizing that they have fur and not feathers, so the difference couldn't be further apart. They would be better off looking within their own for another stoat, right? And this is, again, not judgmental. It's just like a different category, right? A different type of people, different type of person, which is fine because we don't all go together, right? Chemistry just isn't right sometimes. And it's, these two clearly don't go together, but that one hasn't gotten the message yet. Hasn't. When their surroundings too could be so beautiful, but they're focused on that pond here, when really they have their own stuff going on in the background as well. So their advice would be here. It's so interesting how they come out, those readings, because they're different than the other ones, I feel. So they would be very well off if they just wandered off in their own territory and started to explore, because then they'd realize they're a stoat and they're no swan. And again, no judgment. It's not like one is higher than the other. That's just not it. It's just like if they knew who they were, like you know who you are, then they'd know these two don't mix. Right? Then they know where to look. And then they would too attract someone that is suitable for them. But it doesn't seem to be you here, okay? Oh, Four of Arrows, rest. Oh, wow. And the transformative process here with the butterfly could not be bigger. Hey. Oh, Taurus, you have a huge transformation that is waiting here for you. Huge. Wow, it's also swans are quite heavy. Butterflies are not. They're just going with the flow, with the wind. They're really being carried. They're a high vibrational being, but a very light vibrational being, I almost want to say, whereas swans are really kind of dense still. And again, the butterfly just isn't. It just flies away. And it's such a contrast too. And we have those hurt feelings here as well with the swan, excuse me please, with the Queen of Arrows, which is the Queen of Swords, right? And it's yeah, hurt. You're like, ugh, that was exhausting, that process. And now it's like, but you're this already. You're both at the same time. You may still feel this heaviness, this denseness around you, Taurus, but it's at the same time, you must be feeling like this already. So this is very much in your vicinity, but it's a huge change. It's a huge transformative process that you're undergoing right now. Oh, yeah, they're also saying if you can, lay yourself on the ground, like in the grass, if you can, if it's warm with you or somehow bearable, lay on the ground, really make that connection with the earth. Barefoot, if you can, that's very, very beneficial to our whole limbic system, to our body. Our body needs much less rest when we're grounded and when we're really in connection with Mother Earth. And that's the tip here, too. Absolutely. Ah, the Six of Vessels, reunion. That's very interesting because I'm not, usually Six of Cups would denote to nostalgia and someone coming back, right? I'm not getting this here with this at all. It's like reunion with yourself, and look how beautiful and serene this card is, right? They're just floating there, those Six of Cups. They're just floating there. It's getting in touch with a lost part of yourself, or a part that you thought was lost, when indeed it really isn't. It has always been there. It's a rediscovery of yourself here, Taurus, of a part of you that you have forgotten about, which is also beautiful. And it does indeed take me back to childhood. You know, again, how children would see something like that and would be like amazed and at awe, and how grown-ups would just walk past. Not all of us, but some of us would just walk past that place and not even take a glance at it because we're so busy we can't notice it. It's like, and we pull our children along and like, okay, we don't have time to appreciate that, but you are learning to appreciate this a lot more. And it's that childlike wonder, that childlike wonder. Look, there are stones. There's stones, but there's two, right? So this one soon enough will find their mate as well, and it's a stone. Yeah, it's no swan. So yeah, that's that. But it's really, this process takes you to childhood roots and to a more tranquil kind of a place here. And it just comes to you gently. It's not something that is forceful at all. It's just like rest and allow for it to happen. That's the topic here, I feel. That's the topic here. And somehow that stowed, however, whoever that is to you, could be, they could have some kind of an influence here, however. It's not for no reason that they show up at this particular time. There is something that they may trigger within you, and that triggers that process. And you trigger something within them as well, which is a really good thing. So what I'm thinking now, that this stowed is in fact very important for you, that they show up. They may be annoying to you, maybe, but it's important for them that they're lingering right now. Maybe for boundary setting, maybe for coming back to that particular topic here, Taurus. You would know, but they seem to have importance for a while. And that doesn't have to be a long while. It's just like for a while. Wow, you have the 10 of Vessels, happiness. That's amazing. And so much water. This is all in the water. Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at this. Because look at the stowed with the waterfall. You've got the waterfall back here. There's two stodes. And then you have from this small one into a huge one. And it fills all those cups. So this stowed, whoever they are, they really trigger something. They are really making those emotional waters flow within you. And you within them. And that's a good thing. And again, this is nothing romantic. At least I don't feel that at all. It's just like some annoyance that really helps you here. That really, really helps you find that happiness, because the 10 of Vessels, 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It's that happy. It's like, look how they're being replenished, how they're being filled. And that's so important, because they've been, what I'm getting here is they've been dry for way too long. And again, that yearning, you may have not felt it because you didn't allow yourself to feel it with the Queen of Swords here with that swan. You may have not allowed yourself to feel that in a while, but it is time for that water to just stop being a trickle and really be like, whoosh, it's coming. And it's so the switch from that gentle serenity to all of a sudden that, yeah, thanks. It's like a dam has broken. And again, this is positive. This is nothing weird or anything, right? It's just the dam has broken and it's about time. The dam has broken and it's about time, or it was about time. They're really triggering something within you. And it's very important. I already saw it. Yeah. You have the 5 of Bows, which is empowerment. That would very much be about the divine masculine here too. About getting in touch with that tool. That's interesting. Yeah, sorry, I just had to take a second here because, again, I really have to get familiar with these cards again. It's an experiment, like I said, and it's not like with the other cards where I'm just like, I know exactly what this card wants to tell me. I'm getting to know those cards with you here. So Five of Bows, I was getting that divine masculine here, but that warrior type of a stance here, that standoffishness, trying to keep people and suitors away because of the fear of getting hurt again. It's also a bit of ego that's involved here. Yeah. Also a bit of ego. And it's funny because this man that previously has been pinned down by those arrows is now has imprinted in the grass here, right? They have left an imprint, so they have been there for quite some time. For quite some time. And also we have four bows. Four bows. So this connection must be made. It must be made. Because what are arrows without bows, and vice versa, right? I mean, you could throw an arrow, but it just... Sorry, I think I just burned myself on a candle. So yeah, what are bows without arrows, and vice versa? They both need one another in order to be impactful. Because otherwise, yeah, they're nice and they may be nice to look at, but again, you can throw them or you can hold a bow and like do different stuff with it. But to really have an impact here, it has to come together. They really do have to come together here. And those parts within you do too. They have to come together to really be impactful. That part that we were talking about here earlier, Taurus, really has to come back to you in order to be very impactful. Which one? This one? Yep. Okay. Thanks. Oh, yeah, of course. You have wisdom with the number 22. Wisdom. Look how she's reaching for the stars. It's that lightness. It's that transformation. It's that butterfly that we saw, for that light kind of a vibration. That's what you're reaching for here, Taurus. And you're also, like, book knowledge is not going to help you here. It might guide you a little bit. That was my new dog. He's just growling kind of when he's starting to relax, or she. Yeah. Okay, so, but book knowledge is not really going to help you. It helped you so far, or maybe like informing yourself about something. But right now, it's about really about feeling within yourself what's really going on. And that's going to allow you to reach for this, okay? To reach for this. I really recommend moon magic, like manifest with the moon. Try moon rituals. Full moon, new moon rituals. See if there's something in there for you. It's so interesting. It's like you steered your boat in a certain direction and you try to get as high as you could. As high, look, she stacked everything here. She even brought a ladder, right? And she went to foreign countries, to foreign lands here. And this is doesn't have to be literal, right? You just went far out, really far out. And now you're up there and you're reaching for something that you don't know quite how to pull it in yet. But the pulling in part happens with that integration, I feel, with that integration here and with that annoyance. It really has to do, these are combined here. 22 breaks down to a 4, which is that happy, happy, also in combination with the 10 of vessels. That's pretty awesome. Oh my God. Really? You have self-reflection. Look at this. And look how immersed they are within the water. It's like a dreamlike state where you dream of water, which is your soul. So this is going really, really deep. Really, really deep. This is the subconscious. And you do have a lot of water in here. A lot of water. And of course, with the number 17 breaking down to an 8, which is highly successful, right? That's where it's at. It's in the self-reflection kind of a state. Really look at yourself. And that other person that's stowed, they give you that kind of self-reflection that you are in need of right now. Again, this could be an annoyance, but don't discard them for just an annoyance, because they're a bit more than that here. They are. Oh, wow. What I just noticed is that they are, which is all you, which is also the concept of oneness here with the other person, right? There's part of them in you also, right? The mirroring effect. And these two are standing on a book, right? On a book. That's going to help you too, because it's elevating you, right? It's elevating you. That is interesting. And it's also interesting because the way they stand in the water here, It's like some people might freak out when they have water up till their neck. Look how calm they are. This is you, Taurus. You're just like where others may freak out. You're like, I'm totally cool. This is exactly where I need to be. This is exactly my type of thing, my type of state. I love that. This is what I'm here for, like to have those types of experiences. And you're so chill about that at the same time. Yeah. Wow. This one, this one. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Really? Wow. You have the lower worlds, like the deeper psyche. That's what that is, like your deeper parts of your soul. That's exactly that with the number 31. And again, it's the same connotation to where others may feel uncomfortable and may freak out already. Taurus is like, no, I really love that. I really, really dig those states. Plus, this is like an elven kind of a world, and it's just my thing, right? It's just my thing. I love everything mystical, says Taurus, and I dig it. I so dig it. And plus, I've been wanting to draw that, to pull that into my reality. And guess what? Here it is. It also really has to do with your heart. Do you see this? We have like a blue heart down here. So it's you're getting in touch with your heart, with parts of your heart that have been hurt. This is about hurt heart, like I said in the very beginning here, right? So this is being healed because you discover, oh man, there is something. This is your feelings, right? This is a spot in your heart that needs healing. And this is why you're diving so deep. Wow. And you have to go deep in order to then really go up and elevate. Like this is happening naturally. Again, that's going to happen by itself almost. The needing to go down here is important, and is good that you're doing so. Oh, thank you. Oh, are you kidding? What did we say about the moon ritual? You've got the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Isn't that amazing? And see, there's the moon cycle, which is incredibly important for females, but not only for females. Wow. Yeah, see your reflection in this. See your reflection. There's really something about the moon and about her specific magic here for you. Let me read that to you. And by the way, guys, there's not going to be an extended for this one. They told me that it's just not going to be there, an extended. So I'm just going to go with what they tell me, which is interesting because I was planning differently. But I was enjoying it so much to just do this. That's why I decided to just keep going, because I wasn't even sure if I was going to post Aries. But I definitely will, because I'm enjoying this process right now. And that's what we're going to do. But still, if you can, please let me know down in the comments if this is something that you enjoy as well, and how it resonated with you. That would be really interesting for me to know. Please be kind, or at least, I mean, I really want your feedback, right? I do. However, if you could make it constructive, that would be most helpful. All right? Good. Take note of intuitive messages. Use your intuition. Practice discernment. See through illusions and blockages. The moon is strongly associated with the divine feminine and the energy of receiving. If the sun is God, the moon is goddess, and so she offers a powerful energy of polarity and balance. She has a cyclic energy and is therefore strongly connected to emotions. Yeah. Go figure, which often come and go in waves, and to somewhat interesting behavior. So when the moon appears in a reading, you are often being told that not everything is as it seems. The moon has a dark side, just dark, not negative, and can show you what you've been kept in the dark about. Lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as it seems, and you're being guided to use your discernment. When the moon appears, intuitive or psychic urges are increased. So take note of any feelings arising at this time. They are messages from your soul and angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So ask yourself if you are avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows when your destiny is to be in the light. If this card appears when you feel someone isn't completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed to you. The moon has no secrets. She reveals all. Gorgeous. All right, Taurus, I hope this was insightful and or helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. It's great fun for me to do these because they're different, again, than the other ones. I'm definitely keeping the other ones with the extended. Those ones are without right now, so I hope you don't get confused, but you can always check in the description box down below which one has an extended and which one doesn't. I hope this is not detrimental to my finances, but we'll see. I mean, I'm just going with my enjoyment here. Practice what you preach, right? So much love and light to you guys. I'm sending you love and happiness, and I see you next time. Bye.